Bienvenue, ici War Survivor Chris Vegas qui s'adresse à tout le monde. C'est parti pour la suite de NBA de K26 sur PS5. Alors, est-ce que je suis en direct? Je vais le savoir tout de suite. Dans un instant.
First quarter of play, a minute in.
Oui, je suis en direct, bienvenue. Je vais pouvoir continuer NBA, c'est parti.
So for the Raptors right now, Barnes is out there with Onyeka Okongwu. Then it's Grady Dick, and it's Goodrich in at the three. All right, Richard, what's something we often see in the second game of a back-to-back?
A lot of times you see tired players, but that's part of it. Can you play through that fatigue? That's a big portion of being an NBA player.
Kicks it out to Barnes. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Williams. Back to MP. Chicago passing it around. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. MP's got 9 points.
Yeah, the long ball shooting of MP. He can make you pay from this area of the floor.
Here's Okongwu. Ball stolen. Now Williams. It's stolen by Barnes. Shoots from 12. That one's good by Moore. Moore's got his second bucket on the night.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. We chatted about Scotty Barnes. In terms of the game plan, coach told me they plan to give Scotty extra attention, saying, quote, we'll try to make things hard on him. It's key we don't allow him to get into an early groove. We'll see if they can execute. Back to you, Brian.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. A skill Scotty Barnes definitely possesses is the ability to guard multiple positions, Grant.
Yeah, he has that blend of quickness and length to smother shooters. And he has the strength to deal with bigger guys, too.
Here's Goodrich. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
Pass to Tatum, and here's MP. Now here's Williams. Back to Young. From behind the arc. Here's Tatum. Back to MP. Tatum passes to MP. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. He's got 15.
No, he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Chicago. All right, let's look back over the last 10 games now to see which teams were top. Billy Donovan calls timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Here's Meeks. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. They've got MP. He's out there with Traore, and it's Powell in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Back to MP from deep. Another 3 for Chicago.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Now Grady Dick. No made baskets yet. Out to the right wing. Goodrich. And again, Toronto, no good.
Just an ugly show for him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
And it's good for 2.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. We love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
And a miss there on the triple.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Pass to Traore. There's Young with the 3. Now Powell. Back to Young. 6 to shoot. Traore for 3. Thompson pulls it in. Now here's Dick. Defense is right there. Here's Goodrich. Here's Hammonds. From outside, off the mark.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And it's good. 2 points.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Raptors trail by 21. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell. They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass. He's got 12.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Both teams will make substitutions. Let's see some of the numbers here for Scotty Barnes.
And for an idea of where his offense is right now, take a look at his true shooting percentage decreasing over the last 5 games. He desperately needs to find his stroke tonight.
And the Raptors miss again. Chicago with the ball. They're rolling here. 9 unanswered. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against Indiana was simply terrific. He dropped 35 points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. It was a performance that will stick with the fans for a long time. Let's see what he has in store for us in this one.
Yeah, spot on, Allie. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
Yeah, he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
And so here is Toronto, following the bucket by the Bulls. The 3, Knocks down the long J. Hammonds has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Chicago passing it around. Back to MP. Outside, Williams. Pass to MP. Fires the three. He buries it from three. MP's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Ooh, this guy is as hot as they come from distance. Defensively, you almost have to pick him up once he crosses half court.
Moore passes to Dick. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Dick's gotten his first basket of the night.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Fires from way outside. He can't get it to go. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. Chicago ahead, running away with this one. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready.
Hi, everyone. Checking out Toronto. They've started this season on the right foot, something we kind of expected, given their offseason. We'll see if this is a pace.
And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Chicago Bulls. And that's a wrap on.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
So the Raptors 5 right now. They've got Onyeka Okongwu, Brady Dick out there with Barnes. And it's Goodrich in at the 3, the small forward. Richard, looking at your career, 17 years in the league. How'd you survive the grind of a regular season that many years?
Well, one, you got to take care of your body, and two, evolution is the key to success. I was a different player when I was year 3 than I was at year 15. You have to continue to evolve.
Here's MP, following the three-point basket by Toronto. Lays it up and banks it in.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Pass to Powell. Back to MP. And here is Williams. Young from long range. Score it. 13 shots, 9 makes. Solid.
You got to be ready to fire off a pass. And credit to MP. He did not hesitate at all.
Back to Dick. And he banks in the layup.
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
Back to Young. Pass to Tatum. Now here's Young. From deep three-point land. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in the rhythm on the offense right now.
Okongwu, a screen on MP. Here's Moore, guarded by Young. Moore passes to Okongwu. Tipped. And a fast break now for the Bulls. A moment to hear from Ali LaForce.
Hey, Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protecting the paint, taking away corner threes, and making a team effort. Everybody's got to chip in. Back to you.
All for one. Ali, thanks for the report.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
Back to MP. Tatum from long range. Okongwu with the rebound. For Toronto, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Dick, the pass to Moore. And here's Okongwu.
2 minutes.
Here's Dick. And he converts the layup. Dick's gotten 4 this quarter.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Now here's MP. He has 29 now. Pass to Powell. Here's Tatum. Young from long range. And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And Toronto calls time here.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. You can't be happy with that soft interior D.
A minute 31 left in the third quarter. Here's Moore. Chops one in from the wing. Moore's gotten his third basket of the night. A minute 15 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Back to MP. Chicago passing it around. From outside the arc. The shot no good. And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for Toronto. Picked up by Okongwu. Oh, there's the alley. The shot no good.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Back to MP. Puts up a deep three. And the three-pointer goes. Young's got 12 points here in the second half.
And he's carried them this quarter. A dominant offensive stretch.
Outside Barnes. Pass to Meeks. Here's Moore. Covered by MP. To the middle. Here's Okongwu. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Okongwu's got 6.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Back to Young. Three-pointer. Rebound by the Raptors. Pass to Goodrich. And there's Toronto with another bucket. And so it's MP making things happen for the Bulls. He made a big impact. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the...
Here's Hammonds. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Thompson finds Dick. Inside, Meeks. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Meeks has gotten 4 this quarter.
They're having a good half offensively, shooting over 50% from the field now, trying to close the gap.
MP is out there with Traore. Then there's Powell, and it's Tyson in at the 4. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
And here's MP from outside. Pure from three-point range. MP's got 38 points. Raptors trail by 20. Pass to Thompson. And here's Dick. Off target at the rim.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
This has been a special performance by MP, and he doesn't look like he's anywhere close to being done.
Toronto has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. The Raptors making a switch here. Pass to Goodrich. Here's Moore. Okongwu, the pass to Dick. Just 5 on the clock. To the paint. Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Young finds Tatum. Now here's Williams. There's Young with the 3. Offensive board. Powell outside. Gets the 3 to fall.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Goodrich, good.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Back to Young. Lets the three fly. The kick out to Williams. Back to MP. The three is up. Goes up again. And the layup is good.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make that.
Coming right up, the Bulls taking on the Cavaliers. For tonight, and I'm looking forward to this straight, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Young is out there with Powell. Then it's Williams. And it's Yang in at the 5. Williams for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Williams has got the first bucket of the night, a 3-pointer for Chicago. Gill the pass to Mobley. Smith sets the pick for Mobley. To the inside. And it's Smith finishing it off.
Tremendous lead pass. Boy, that makes your teammates happy, folks.
And so Young will bring it up for Chicago. They are a hot team right now. 7 consecutive wins and looking for number 8 tonight.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Good on the 3-point shot.
I love it when MP looks to pull from deep. He is dangerous when he wants to be.
Gill kicks to Mobley. No good on the three.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Yang passes to Young. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. No good with the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Basket counts.
Man, that is a big-time tough finish. Evan Mobley doesn't back down.
And stolen by Mobley. He takes it in, and Mobley throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against Toronto got the job done. He contributed 40 points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. He was clearly on a mission, and no one was getting in his way. A flat-out dominant performance.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Greg, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
Wants to get it to Powell, and does. MV finds Tatum. On the wing, Williams. Back to Young. Shoots the three. That's in. He's got two made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
MP poised to attack, so as soon as he catches, he is shot ready.
Pass to Forbes. Here's Gill. There's the three. They get it back. Jacks up a three. Forbes can't get it to go.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Hang, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
The Bulls leading. Pass to Powell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. We've got Johnson, Podziemski out there with Demon, and it's Forbes in at the power forward position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Pass to Tatum. The 3 from MP. That shot no good. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
It's first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
And it's Podziemski in the corner. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Down low. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
The team-first attitude of MP. Nice job sharing the ball.
Poked away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Evan Mobley's checked in for Brandon Podziemski. And Chicago also making a switch. Powell, he's checked in for Traoré. In the corner, it's Mobley. Pass to Holton. From outside, off the mark.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
Williams for 3. Forbes with the rebound. Cavaliers trailing. With the drive. Johnson, a wide open look. Drains the three-pointer. Johnson's got 5 points so far. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Young's shot is off. Cleveland's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Mobley tries again, and it's good on the way in. And now it's a 3-point Cavalier lead.
In the painted area, Mobley just so effective. Hard to cover a guy who's got that kind of size so close to the cup.
Back to Young. Fires the three. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
Now, how about this? He cannot find his rhythm in this period. This has been tough sledding.
Johnson for three. And another three for Cleveland.
Well, just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Burton's checked in for Cleveland. Hill comes in for Denman. Chicago also making some changes. Person comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's Traoré in for Williams. Powell finds Young. Bulls moving the ball around. MP, the triple is down the hatch.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
Here's Holton, covered by MP. And it goes down 2 points. And the Cavaliers lead by 5.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pass to Powell. MP outside. And the Bulls, another three.
That's his 5th three-pointer of the half. Filling it up.
Cleveland's gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Mobley is screened. And another three for Cleveland.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Connects from three-point range. MP's got 12 now in this quarter.
This guy's been impressive this quarter, putting his team on his back.
Pass to Holton. Here's Gill. The three. It's rebounded by Person. Person's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Powell for 3. No good on the last second attempt there. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Cavaliers lead by 2. And will return shortly.
Well, one stat in their favor is the one they haven't been racking up, turnovers. They've been very precise.
Okay, switching gear. And that'll do it for halftime.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Taking a look at the Bulls, Powell is out there with Young. Then it's Williams, and it's Yang in at the center. Pass to Mobley. You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screens. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player, and having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line. You think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, 2 of the best to ever do it.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Gill against Young. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention? Oh.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Mobley is screen on Young. And Mobley throws it down.
Now, you've got to play in pick and roll if you're in the NBA game. Evan Mobley, a very good screen setter and a nice roll there.
Back to Young. Powell outside. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. Kicks it out to Johnson. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Williams dishes to MP. Pass to Williams. Back to Young. From past the arc. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Williams has got 3 assists tonight. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks. So are dynasties a thing of the past? Well, Commissioner Adam Silver said, I'm fine with dynasties and I'm fine with new teams emerging every year. What the fans want to see is great competition. As long as teams are emerging through great management, let the results happen however they play out. Guys, back to you.
You just want a fair fight. Okay, thank you, Allie. Forbes the pass to Mobley. Mobley is screened. A minute 50 left in the third quarter of the game. 6 on the shot clock. The shot's good from Forbes.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Back to MP. Another 3 for Chicago.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
The Cavaliers trail by 11. And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Chicago making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. And now we have a moment to recognize the player of the week. In the Eastern Conference, MP.
Yeah, well, you just look at the scoring he's provided and the numbers he has put up, and it's a no-brainer. Rarely does someone carry an offense this much and not walk away with some form of hardware for their effort.
Pass to Gill. There's the triple. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Listen, this guy's doing his part. It's what we know he's about, but they have got to get some productivity from some other guys on this roster.
MP finds Powell. Young from outside. Good! Another from 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Pass to Mobley. There's 38 seconds left in the third. And Mobley throws it down.
Well, we know this. Playing above the rim is a big part of Evan Mobley's game.
Back to Young. Tatum kicks to Williams. For the 3, and Young with the basket on the assist by Williams. Williams has got 5 assists tonight.
What's gotten into him today? Yeah, this is getting ridiculous.
Here's Gill. 12 points for him. For 3. Unable to get that one. And so it's MP making things happen for Chicago. This has been a remarkable game for him offensively. Anytime you get over the 40-point mark, it's been a special, special day. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in.
Bulls making a change here. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. And clearly an important junction. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Mobley is out there with Smith. Then there's Gill. Then it's Johnson. And it's Forbes in at the 3 slot. That's the 5. Cleveland right now. It's good from long range.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
Gill the pass to Forbes. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The wheel. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Powell. Young outside. Now Powell fires the 3, connects again. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
The Cavaliers trail by 19. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And there's the 3.
Well, you simply have to stay connected to him. His shooting stroke is that pure.
Powell against Gill. Johnson. Down he goes for three.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Yet another bucket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Smith surveying the D. Here's Mobley. Shoots from 14. It misses.
Listen, that's a quality mid-range shot. He just couldn't capitalize.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Bulls.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case,
Thanks for joining us midweek here. Tonight, we bring you the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian A. And coming into this game, Grant, is it fair to say this feels like it should be a blowout?
Well, on paper, that would be the assumption. But, B.A., this is why we play the games. Anything can happen, and any team can pull off an upset.
Well, tonight is a huge game. These are two of the best in the league, and MP has total focus on one thing, helping his team come up with a statement win.
Look, you got to give MP props with the way he's gone about these matchups. He made his goals public, which put a target on his back and fueled the opposition. But MP has met the challenge with fire so far, and he's undefeated in those matchups.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. We've got Walker, Jackson out there with Jalen Wells. Then there's Holland, and it's Wilkins in at the 1 spot. Williams passes to MP. Takes a 3. And again, it's the Bulls from...
Really? You're going to give MP a look from there?
Outside Wells. Jackson, left side. Pass to Wilkins. Shot clock at... Five. Here's Walker. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
And Powell with the stuff.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Now here's Walker. Coming off a terrific game against Brooklyn. Holland. Back to Walker. to end the run, and the jam by Walker.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
Yeah, and some... Sometimes that's just how it goes, but also we got to give credit to the defense. They're not making it easy out there.
There's Young with the three. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Wilkins, covered by MP. From deep three-point land. Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now. Chicago leading by 9. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Cavaliers was tremendous. He picked up 54 points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
Great report there, Allie. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying themselves.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
6 on the shot clock. Wilkins, good.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Tatum, he's checked in for Chicago. Traore comes in for Williams. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Jacks up a 3. And MP with a basket on the assist from Powell. MP's got 12 points in the game.
I just love the ball move.
Right outside. Here's Outlaw. And there's Memphis with another bucket.
I mean, what do you expect when you give them the clear look? That's just too easy.
And it is dangerous. To let him get it going this way.
Chicago passing it around. Pass to Toure. Back to Young. Launches it. Another 3 for Chicago.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Right outside. From 11 feet away. Oh, he missed it, making him 1 for 2 now. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 19-6 run. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Here's Wilkins. Nails it from beyond the arc. He's got 5.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Down low, Ture. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Here's Wilkins, guarded by Young. Three-pointer. Wilkins can't hit.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always.
And so it's Chicago, up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. We hear teams talk about what. Both teams making substitutions here. Here's Outlaw, 15 in his last outing. Walker passes to Wilkins. Will it go? And Young with the block.
I love the effort from MP, playing defense with passion. Nothing easy on him.
Powell is out there with MP. Then it's Williams. Then there's Jason Tatum. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Grizzlies trail by 20. Walker with it. He has 6. Jackson outside. His first shot attempt. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
MP, the pass to Powell. Back to Young. Now here's Tatum. From downtown. And he can't get that. That one.
After scoring with ease in the first quarter, he's really cooled down a bunch here.
To the inside. Wilkins, pass to Outlaw. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Pass to Young. Here's Powell. Back to MP. Fire. For 3. He's got it going on. Now. Seven for 10.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Grizzlies trail by 19. Here's Wilkins. He's got 5. 1:05 left in the first half of this game. 5 on the clock. There's Jackson with the 3. He drops it from range.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Williams on the wing. Back to MP. Pass to Powell. A deep 3 from MP. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Yeah, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Kicks it out to Jackson. And here's Wright from the arc. And another 3 from Memphis.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
It's Powell on the wing. Walker covering. There's the triple. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Tatum. MP's got 6 here in the quarter. Here's Wilkins, driving inside, and Young with the block. Out of bounds, it'll be Chicago ball. And so it's Chicago in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. And it's their three-point accuracy that has helped them build such a healthy lead. We'll be right back.
On the eastern side, MP.
He couldn't be more deserving of this award, carrying a heavy load.
And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the Chicago Bulls. And that's a wrap on.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Through the first two quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
On the court for Memphis, G.G. Jackson is out there with Jalen Wells. Then there's Walker, then there's Holland, and it's Wilkins in at the point. Wells, that's good. And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Greg?
Well, B.A., they call them trap games. An opponent that, on paper, isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
Grizzlies trail by 16. Second half getting started, about a minute played. Here's Walker, kicks it out to Jackson. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You take a look at the Celtics. They're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
When I look at Chicago, they've been on a roll, victorious in their last 5 outings, really shoring up their #1 seed status.
Pass to Williams. Beyond the arc. Good. And the assist goes to MP. Young's got 3 assists now in this one. Memphis has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Wells, the pass to Walker. Jackson with a screen on Powell. Walker for 3. No luck on that one.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Another 3 for Chicago.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Jackson on the wing. You know, his impact on offense has been terrific, scoring just around 20 points a game.
I love the throwback basketball. Work it down low and set up your teammate.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you. In an era of title or bust thinking, it's noteworthy that the grit and grind Grizzlies of the 2010s are properly celebrated. While they never made it past the Western Conference Finals, their physical style, built around Zach Randolph, Marc Gasol, Tony Allen, and Mike Conley, built a lasting legacy in Memphis. Back to you, B.A.
Thank you, Allie.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Chicago passing it around. Here's Powell. And it falls all over the rim and in. Powell's got 5 points now this quarter.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Pass to MP. Outside, Williams. Back to Young. The deep 3. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Here's Wilkins, guarded by Young. Wilkins, the pass to Walker. That's good from Jackson on the assist by Walker. Jackson's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Chicago. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. You look at the Grizzlies, a better start would be ideal, but right now, they're 10th in their respective conference.
You know, for Memphis, They talked a lot about making a big splash to start the season. Well, it just didn't happen. And now they're in the middle of the pack.
Well, there's plenty of games left. Sometimes it's that progress you make over the course of the season that makes you a factor come April.
Oh, and the dunk by MP.
And give MP credit. Hustling in transition and gets rewarded for it.
1:05 left in the third. Pass to Wright. Here's Outlaw. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And here's what Memphis' schedule looks like. On Sunday, they'll be matching up with Darius Garland and the Houston Rockets. Then on Tuesday, they'll be taking on Luka Doncic and the Denver Nuggets.
Some might look at this schedule and already mark off how many wins they'll get, but I think that's a mistake. You can never take a night off in the NBA. Even the ones you think will be easy are tough.
Memphis making a switch here. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 50 seconds left in the third. Now Young. 37 points for him. And it's all from three-point range. Here's Jackson. Tatum with some nice D.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Back to Young. 4-3. Memphis with a rebound. They'll be playing host to Houston for their next game, and that's a one-game homestand for the club. Anderson passes to Wright. Let's go with a three. Jackson. No good with the tip. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Chicago ahead, running away with this one. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass.
The National Basketball Social Justice Coalition still pushing for voting rights and eliminating bias in the justice system. A lot yet to be done, Greg.
Yes, indeed, B.A. And give them a follow. I mean, it's so much important work, and it takes all of us to really create the change we all hope to see.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, and like everyone else, GA, I'm looking forward to the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, we have a pair of the best centers in the NBA. Points in the paint will be a key number tonight.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. They've got Willis. Wagner is out there with Shepard, and it's Gibson in at the 2-guard. Launches a 3, and it's Chicago with the rebound. Win after win, these guys now have 9 straight.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
Here's Shepard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
MP outside. Tatum kicks to MP. Here's the 3. It doesn't go for him. Here's Shepard, covered by MP. Here's Dobatovich, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
And Clark the Magic with 2 good wings in Van Carroll and Wagner.
Yeah, they certainly have 2 of the better young wings in the league. Both forwards are outstanding at both ends of the floor. You know, it'd be kind of like a college football team with 2 gigantic tight ends. I mean, they're a physical duo, and that makes them formidable in every way. Love when Wagner looks to set his guys up. This kid's a versatile swingman.
Young passes to Pop. Back to MP. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And the 3 ball is good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
The Magic have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Another 3 for Chicago.
On the perimeter, MP now so confident.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Grizzlies was simply terrific. He ended up with 37 points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. A game that nobody will soon forget, that's for sure. How is he going to follow that up tonight? We'll see, guys.
Allie, we appreciate the update. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Powell finds MP. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
It really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
Powell against Gibson. Willis with a screen on Young. 5 on the clock. Shepard the pass to Wagner. Over Williams. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. The Bulls making a switch here. Traore's checked in. Powell outside. Pass to MP. Good on the triple. Young's got 15.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Outside Gibson. A three. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Powell. That's good.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
There's the pick. Back to Gibson. No good from outside. Pass to MP. Here's Norberg. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Bulls ahead. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And another miss by Chicago. The Magic trail by 13. Traore is out there with MP. Then it's Tatum. Then there's Powell. And it's Williams at the 4. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. And Tatum pulls it down.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Fires the 3. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Shepard. Provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Pass to Manning. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bogdanovic. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And the Bulls with possession. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Tatum finds MP. And the 3 off target. The Magic trail by 16. Bogdanovic guarded by Tatum. Magic moving the ball around. Here's Bogdanovic. Off target from three-point range.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Powell for 3. The shot, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Bogdanovic guarded by Tatum. Right block shot. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. The Orlando Magic coming to this one after the win against the Pacers. Pass to MP. From the arc. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Here's Chicago. They're on a 16-7 run. And Tatum out top the key. Off target from outside. Wagner outside. He got it up. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Chicago with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be right back after this.
I think it's funny watching these guys play defense. This is a circus, and they're getting clowned.
Giving up too many. Next on the docket, power rankings. Fellas, let's see which teams are jostling for those top spots.
Look here.
Thanks for spending half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see a things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And so in the game for the Magic, they've got Wagner. Willis is out there with Shepard. And it's Gibson in at the 2. Well, you know, Clark, anticipation is key in this NBA game. So often it seems the great ones can see a play ahead.
I don't think there's any question about it, Kevin. It's one of the things I look for in players. How do they see the floor? Do they make passes based on anticipation versus reaction? It's almost like somebody playing checkers and another guy playing chess. The very best players seem to be chess players.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Another 3 for Chicago.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Here's to Bonovich, and Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's MP, rebound by the Magic. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Bounce pass Wagner. Bonovich, headed by Powell. Great D that time from Powell.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points. But you need just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Boy, this team needs to keep getting the rock to MP. He's been feeling it all night.
Little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Willis, no good.
Just one bucket in 5 attempts so far this half. They are looking for a spark offensively.
Back to Young. It's Powell on the wing. Three-pointer. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Well, at 6'10", GA, Franz Wagner provides great versatility to this offense.
Yeah, and he's a solid decision maker, capable of running the show. He's a gifted scorer and playmaker. Plus, he provides matchup problems with that size.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, guys. Franz Wagner was asked to describe his game, and he said, I don't know if there's someone who I would say I play really close to. I'm like a tall guard. I try to do a lot of different stuff out there, and I hope when you see me play, you see that I'm having fun and I'm playing for the right reasons. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And this break gives us a moment to look at the leading playmakers among rookies for the past 10 games. Pass to Hammonds. Here's Sensabaugh. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game, and he makes that one.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Now, MP. Some nice ball movement here by the Bulls. And the Bulls, another three.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Sensabaugh. He's got 5. Pass to Hammonds. Lets it go with the 3. It's rebounded by Person.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Sensabaugh. And a miss there on the triple. And so Young will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Pass to Person. Back to Young. Three-pointer. Connects again from distance.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. And so it's MP making things happen for Chicago. What an amazing quarter. And for Chicago, Paul comes in for Person. And MP subbed in for John Morant. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bulls?
Si tu as des questions, n'hésite pas à rester passionné dans ce que tu fais. Fin de la vidéo.